Warhammer 40K has a woke problem. We've been covering it for a while here on the channel, and of course, it really came to prominence last year with the revelation of the female Adeptus Custodes. We know that they were originally in the lore meant to be men only. There's been more changes that we discovered this week, where they're removing men only from any Space Marine reference at this point. Of course, they've removed the Emperor Mankind, and it's now the Emperor of Humanity. They're really trying to soften things and, of course, push an agenda at Games Workshop. Now, if you play Warhammer Fantasy or you follow over there, the Stormcast Eternals all have they, them pronouns. It gets way worse when you get into fantasy. But into the novelizations, we also uncovered that Mike Brooks is putting a bunch of pronoun stuff into the Black Library novels for Warhammer 40K as well. Now, this is being coordinated and pushed by a bunch of influencers who actually get Games Workshop attention. These are the gatekeepers of the hobby who are being propped up by Games Workshop. They get exclusive early releases and early looks from Games Workshop. They get exclusive information. They get featured in their White Dwarf magazine and the like because Games Workshop does want to promote this agenda. Now, this was going viral the past few days. Trans Rights 40K. Oh, yes. Please clap. That's so funny. Oh, wow. And all these weird woke influencers were posting this, but it actually gets worse than this, as there's been a coordinated effort over the last week to try to push Warhammer 40K in a certain direction because of what Dungeons & Dragons is doing in its wokeness, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things Warhammer 40K and sci-fi news. I am a science fiction writer myself, and I'm trying to de-wokeify entertainment by creating my own books. This is my trilogy that I'm, of course, crowdfunding right now, called Valiant Frontiers. It's about the crew of the EAS Valiant as they explore the galaxy, try to protect humanity, and keep everybody safe. This is Captain Christopher Conley, a strong male lead, believe it or not. And yes, he is the captain who's in charge. He goes out and adventures. It's a ton of action. It's a lot of fun. Each book in the series has its own science fiction concept that's unique to it. And we're trying to just bring things back to the way they used to be. I really want this to be like read each book. It feels like an episode of a new TV show and do different seasons of this as it goes along is my whole grand vision on this. We're producing some of the highest quality hardcovers we've ever made, just beautiful stuff. And it's all here on Fund My Comic. These are novels, not comics, even though it's on Fund My Comic. But guys, check it out. It's in the description below. Thank you so much for reading. I know a lot of the Black Library folk follow my books and read them, and I appreciate you guys for doing so. So, this is what we did and got into yesterday as I saw this going making the rounds. I've made posts about this topics before, but I will reiterate: if you are trans, gender fluid, etc., you will always be welcomed into my spaces, and I will never stop fighting for you until you have equal liberties. The Emperor protects. Oh, geez. Painful right here. Well, Emperor is a male gender name, by the way, but but you can see just how these people act like there's like some war going on, and like folk who are transgender or whatever like are being kept out of game shops or something like that. It's not the case. I mean, if you go into most game shops at this point, I think normal people have been scared away by what you see there, and that's been the problem with a lot of these hobbies. Warhammer 40K, BattleTech's also got much the same problem going on with it. The influencers that the companies actually promote are all about this, and then they try to attack any of the normal people. You know how Games Workshop is with their lawsuits that they try to float around out there. They even went after Arch. They've gone after me. They've gone after others over and over and over again because they don't want us in the hobby. They've made it very, very clear. And that's why a lot of us are turning to 3D printing and just doing other things now because this has been so bad. Now, this, as I said, was propagated. It went viral. It got pushed. He got a lot of pushback as well from the comments, as of course on X it went crazy. But on Blue Sky, this was being posted as well, and people were going along with it. Now, there's a lot of influencers who are again propped up in this. The he/him transsexual of the United States Air Force, blah blah. Enjoy D&D Pathfinder Dungeon Masters, and this all started coming to a head and being propagated again because of a D&D post, right? And the D&D post was one of a bunch of gay people in a what was that? In a village being gay with their gay monsters and the like. And it went viral around the world. And they were pushing that last week because they wanted to push National Coming Out Day. It was literally a grooming operation from Hasbro, and they were giving to trans charities and the like with their Pride collection. I thought Pride Month was over, but I guess every month is Pride Month now. Now it's I didn't even know there was a National Coming Out Day. It's sickening. Now, this is what Kaya Nornqueen posted at the time. Nornqueen is another just clout goblin. She is one who has been just glomming onto the Warhammer community, just getting herself ingratiated everywhere. And this is one of those influencers that's getting in a lot of spaces. She actually became a moderator in the Trench Crusade Discord that had a big blow up earlier in the year because, of course, that game was pushing wokeness, and everybody was originally fleeing to Trench Crusade because they were getting annoyed with Warhammer 40K and didn't want to deal with the wokeness anymore. Of course, once they instilled those community managers and pushed that in there, everybody knew the writing was on the wall. After talking with Norn Queen Kaya, because she didn't like my existence, she, of course, banned me from that Discord server and then blocked me. Proceed because, these people cannot, as much as they're like, my spaces are for everyone. Yeah, they mean everyone but normal people. And they're so scared of normal people and interacting with normal people that they have to demonstrate that they're going to block everybody and push you out of the spaces. And that's exactly what went on with the Trench Crusade Discord. Not just me, but a lot of others got just nuked from that Discord. And, of course, that game's going to suffer as a big result. So she posted this right after the D&D controversy. She said, while Warhammer still has a long way to go, it's heartwarming to see Games Workshop only being a few steps behind Wizards of the Coast. Soon we'll be accepting as D&D is now. So this is the agenda. This is what the influencers are pushing. They are definitely trying to turn Warhammer into this D&D feminized, gayized situation rather than being a grimdark battle of space orcs versus humans, which is really what it is. It's very and just lots of chaos and destruction. Not anymore, guys. Now we're gonna have orcs that are happy. We're gonna have Tyranid transgender weddings. It's gonna be really sweet. I don't know. It's ridiculous. But I mean, they've already turned the Eldar into they/thems, but that's another story. So this is what they're trying to push, like I said, and this is where they're going. And this is the influencers that they're propping up. And like I said, they're propping it up. I just got huge news about Warhammer 40K. She just dropped this today. Huge woke news right here. She says, this is the one thing apparently I'm not allowed to tweet because my husband draws the line at me trying to manipulate their stock for profit. Now, I guess that's a tacit admission that woke stuff's going to drop it, and then she can buy the cheap stock or something like that. The next Primarch who returns is coming as a black female confirmed. Oh, boy. I could see all this go. All the Space Marines are now non-binary. Sisters of Battle bikini box set. I don't think that's what she's going for with this, my friend. Lost Legion with female Primarch and Marines incoming. Yeah, I could see this happening for real. Female orcs confirmed. Also male orcs super confirmed. Oh boy. Here we go. And so these are the speculations that they're coming out with. But that's it. There's going to be some more wokeness dropping very, very shortly. It's going to be ugly for Warhammer 40K. The next clout goblin with this that we have to, of course, ensure gets their due here is Cerberus XT. This is somebody who gets propped up by Games Workshop as well. They are pushing this. These are the influences they want to influence the game, that they want out there into everything. Still working on my Trans Pride series where I paint one mini from each Warhammer 40K AOS faction in Trans Pride colors. Today, the Seraphons with the skink Astro Priest, yay. That mini was a real joy to paint. I really need to paint more Seraphons. I hope you like it. Very, very ridiculous right here. And, painful. But this is who Warhammer 40K wants in their hobby. These people, not you. So I don't know if you're still involved in it. I don't know if you're still paying attention to this stuff. But again, they are pushing this. They're giving these people information behind the scenes. They're helping them build their clout within, of course, the hobby space so that they can manipulate it and so that they can push their woke agenda without any pushback. That's what's coming very, very soon. And they're going to block you, ban you every step of the way just to make this happen. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And also check out my Valiant Frontiers if you want an alternative science fiction. This is a great way to go. It's a wonderful book series. You're going to enjoy this. Thank you guys for backing.